married newly, marriage was hell. Very hell. If there's something called the heller than hell, that was exactly how my marriage was. How do you get married? And in the first week of getting married, and my wife, I just asked her a question. She got upset. I was coming from a background where we didn't know too much anger. So, but I got married to a woman who knew the definition of anger, and I asked her a question, and it was in the kitchen, and she was lining up teacups and saucers and all that. I'm telling you, something real, something very, you can't even tell. I've never seen that type of thing before. And I asked her a question, very simple question. I can't remember what I asked, but my wife, in one hand, she just moved all the cups and all the plates, and they fell on the ground. Guam, 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 guam. And then she turned and then gave me one stare. I just moved away, went to the room, packed my things, and then I ran away from the house. Because the next thing I thought she was going to do was she was going to start beating me, because I never saw that coming. Now, this continued for a while because she had a fundamental problem, and that was a problem of anger. I couldn't talk to my wife. I couldn't say things to my wife. Every now and then, she always acted like the man in the house. But let me cut the long story short. One day, I told God, you know what? I'm done. I've done everything right in this life. The only thing I got wrong was my marriage. I said, God, you know what? You know me, I've tried. Let me even tell you one thing. My wife and I were on the streets of London. And then I told her, okay, she went into a shop. She left me in a shop. I went into another shop to pick up something. So she came back. I said, you should have told me now that you were going to the other shop. We'd have gone together. I'm not used to the code around here. She looked at me. What did you say? What did you say? So I told her, that is what I said. Do you want me to be afraid of you? That is a statement I usually use for her, because she's always acting I should start getting afraid of her. I said, do you want me to be afraid of you? And all that. When I said that, she left me in the shop and went home. Because she was living in London then, I was living in Nigeria. She left me in that shop and went home. And I didn't realize I had been left until after a while. When I now called her friend and I said, Chinwe, please, where is my wife? Where is it? I'm here. I don't know where to go to. I don't know where my wife has brought me to. She said, okay, let me call her. Chinwe called my wife. Eno, where are you? And all that. She said, I'm at home. But like, your husband is on the high street and all that. He said, let him find his way and come back. And that is how my wife left me. I came back, immediately I came back to her house. I packed my things again, changed my ticket, left that night. This is how horrible my marriage was. One day I was praying. Now, even when she returned back to Nigeria for us, because at some point we felt like we're not together. When she returned back to Nigeria for us to be together, it became worse. One day I was praying and I was telling God, you know what? This is the end. Let her go her way. Let me go my way. She's successful. I am successful. Everybody will be fine. God said something to me, and that is what I want to tell you. He said to me, this marriage is not a destination. It is an assignment. And to the extent to which you will solve this assignment will determine your promotion in destiny. When the view of my marriage changed from coming to receive love, coming to make sure she says the right thing, to the place where I have to be giving the love, to the place where I have to be the one saying the right thing, to the place where I